Hello, and welcome to another edition of What It Is, a place where we talk about the ways U.S. immigration laws affect everyone, because they do. Today, we're going to talk about something that people are asking me about every single day. What are the latest exceptions to Trump's most recent travel ban? Hi, I'm Michael Ruttle, immigration attorney and founder at Ruttle Law PC, based in Torrance, California, where we practice immigration law in all 50 states. So what are the latest exceptions to Trump's most recent travel ban? We talked about this last week, that President Donald Trump issued a proclamation suspending entry of immigrants for 60 days to the U.S. as of April 24th. In sum, this applies primarily to people who are outside of the U.S. without an immigrant visa or other type of document allowing them to enter. One thing we discussed is that the main restriction with this most recent travel ban is that it has to do with employment-based green cards. Check out that other video to find out more details on that. So who is excluded under the most recent travel ban? Green card holders. People who already have a green card, whether through family or work, they are not prohibited from entering the U.S. Healthcare workers, individuals who are going to come to help fight against COVID-19. EB-5 immigrant investors, spouses and children of U.S. citizens. It's important to note, spouses and children of permanent residents are included under this travel ban. People who work with U.S. law enforcement are excluded. Members of the armed forces are excluded. Special immigrants are excluded. That includes widows and certain juveniles. And then the national interest waiver. This is the one we're going to focus on today. The national interest waiver generally allows individuals to self-petition for a green card in the U.S. if they satisfy three requirements. One, it is national in scope, such as individuals coming to the U.S. to fight COVID-19, whether it's with PPE or research, that can certainly satisfy this criterion that you're going to work on something that's national in scope. If you're well positioned to advance the endeavor, you have to show that you have the education, the skills, a record of success in these types of efforts, a plan for future activities or interest of potential customers, the U.S. government, things like that. Now, this can be relatively easier to satisfy, especially in light of COVID-19, but you can't be somebody with no experience in this area and try to qualify under the national interest waiver. This is just one of the various criterion that you need to show. Outside of the COVID-19 context, think athletics. Just because somebody is a great player doesn't mean he or she will make a great coach. So if you're coming to work in the healthcare industry or something in that regard, you want to make sure you're well qualified. The third requirement on the national interest waiver, explicitly listed under Trump's travel ban, says that individuals in the national interest who can demonstrate that their work will be in the national interest, those individuals will be protected and not subject to a ban for 60 days. Under the balancing test to show that your work is in the national interest, it's important to know that the government is not looking at a shortage, right? People often, when they apply for the national interest waiver, try to make the argument that, well, I deserve to be here, it's in the national interest because there's a shortage of workers. Instead, you need to show that you need as many people as you can, even if we already have a lot, or even if we don't have a lot. That is the purpose of the labor certification process, which the national interest waiver forgoes. In the COVID-19 era, individuals who make significant contributions in combating the effects of COVID-19 have a very strong chance of getting their national interest waiver application approved. Our firm has a lot of experience in these matters, so if you have questions, reach out to your immigration attorney to find out if we can help you. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, hit that like button, click that bell, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already, share this video with anyone you think might find it helpful, and follow us on Facebook to stay up to date on the ways U.S. immigration laws affect everyone. As for the most recent exceptions to Trump's travel ban, that's what it is. Until next time, I'm attorney Michael Ruttle. Keep climbing that mountain.